Over the decades, Kenya Navy has enhanced its operational readiness and strengthened its position in the global maritime arena. Kenya Navy's journey has been marked by growth and achievements, which has placed it at the forefront of the global maritime security. Kenya Navy has successfully conducted historic operations, amongst them amphibious campaigns, maritime security operations, counter-piracy missions, humanitarian assistance, and disaster relief operations, and also participated in regional and international maritime exercises in cooperation with our allies. The Kenya Navy futures lies in embracing cutting-edge technology and capabilities that will enable the maintenance of a competitive edge and readiness in the ever-evolving and complex maritime security environment.
Looking ahead, Your Excellency, the challenges facing Kenya Navy are greater than ever before. Security threats in our region continue to evolve and multiply. Our maritime interests also continue to expand, particularly the opportunities available in the blue economy. It is therefore implicit that capabilities and readiness of our naval forces continue to grow and modernize. Your Excellency, we thank you for your continued personal commitment to ensure the investment in the Kenya Defense Forces modernization, and in particular, the Kenya Navy fleet, which will enhance. You also ensured enhancing of our training and operational capabilities, as well as strengthening our partnerships with other maritime nations and friends. As demonstrated, Your Excellency, in the displays we have witnessed here today, the Kenya Defense Forces has developed and adopted joint operational doctrine, as well as adoption of multi-agency approaches to operations. I have no doubt that the men and women of the Kenya Navy are up to the task of working together with other sister services and other agencies, as well as our friends, because of their professionalism, the courage and commitment for duty are second to none.
In line with the Ministry of Defense gender policy, the Kenya Navy has been in the forefront of implementation with success stories of female warship commanders, marine engineers, drivers, and special operations. These are fields that have historically and ordinarily been male-dominated. As we celebrate this historic milestone, it is important to acknowledge the unwavering support of the spouses and children of our sailors, both past and present. Their sacrifices and encouragement have been instrumental in helping our commanders and sailors achieve their objectives. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the men and women of the Kenya Navy for their commitment, selflessness, and tenacity. Your commitment to duty and country is an inspiration to us all. As we look to the future, let us continue to uphold the highest standards of dignity and maritime prowess. Committed to our mission, we stand together, ready to face the storms ahead, while ensuring that the Kenya Navy remains a maritime force to reckon with in the region and beyond. As we are about to get into the festivity period, let me take this opportunity to wish all of us a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And as they say, Bravo Zulu, Kenya Navy. Fair winds and following seas. Congratulations.
All of us, as the people of Kenya, have a duty and a responsibility to our nation. Whatever contribution you can make to making Kenya great do not spare a moment to do it. I want to tell you that Kenya is going to succeed in a very big way. We must believe in ourselves. We must believe in our nation. I encourage all of us. We do not have a spare nation. This is our moment to make our contribution to making Kenya great. And we must believe in ourselves and believe in our nation. Over the course of 6 decades, the Kenya Navy has steadily evolved into a respected entity renowned for its discipline and excellence. Our naval officers and sailors have demonstrated inspiring patriotism, commitment to duty, and commendable courage, often under challenging and difficult circumstances. Their devotion, professionalism, and integrity have cemented the Kenya Navy's reputation as a reliable and capable maritime force. As Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, I am immensely proud of KDF's achievement as an institution, and particularly the Kenya Navy, which is the youngest of the 3 services. Since independence, the Kenya Navy has participated in important national and international peace missions and major operations, such as the Operation Exodus, Operation Mamba, Operation Linda Nchi, including the amphibious landing in Kismayu under the Operation Sledgehammer, which liberated Kismayu City. In this and many other anti-piracy operations in the Indian Ocean, the Kenya Navy has been consistent and effective, critical actors of its success. Our gallant officers and sailors have also provided invaluable human and humanitarian support during disaster emergencies such as flooding and mudslides, as well as search and rescue operations at sea, among others. The Kenya Navy's contribution extends beyond military operations. I am pleased to highlight its indispensable role in enhancing our national defense capacity. As you know, the establishment of Kenya Shipyard Limited, with the Navy's provision of key technical personnel and infrastructure, has been crucial to this effort. Your role in this initiative amplifies our commitment to Kenya's transformation, particularly in developing our blue economy, which holds immense untapped potential. By investing in maritime infrastructure and enhancing its security, we not only improve our naval capabilities, but also create opportunities for wealth creation and job creation as well. The strategic importance of the Kenya Navy cannot be overstated. It serves as a deterrent to external aggression, a safeguard over our sovereignty, and a defender of our territorial integrity. Additionally, the Kenya Navy is a vital diplomatic tool, extending our influence in the West Indian Ocean region and beyond. Through joint exercises, patrols, humanitarian missions, and peace support operations, our Navy fosters cooperation and builds strong relationships with international partners, including many of our allies. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a fact of development that no progress can take place in an insecure environment. Kenya and Kenya's Navy overarching function is that of ensuring national defense against seaborne aggression, and in this role, it must work with other security agencies, and I must commend the Kenyan Navy for doing this with excellence, commitment, and patriotism. ladies and gentlemen, it is really a proud moment for all of us who are here. And as I said in my statement, we've not just come here to reflect on the passage of time. We are celebrating real, tangible achievements and real progress that has been achieved over the years, contributed by many who may not be here today, who came before us. Their contribution is what we stand on today, is the progress that informs the moment we are in. And I am truly proud that I am part of this celebration of 6 years of the progress of this great institution. I want to commit that you have my unqualified support as we go into the future. The Kenya Navy, you have also produced our current CDF, General Kahari. And you heard him say he went to nursery school in this compound. Many years back. And so it's a very proud moment for all of us that the Kenya Navy has been part and parcel of the progress of our nation. I want to ask the officers, the men and women who are in the Kenya Navy, not to lower the standard, to keep the standards high. We want to celebrate the coming years better, to be able to say we have made much more progress than where we were when we celebrated the 60th anniversary. And we will support you. We will work with you. The government of Kenya will be behind you to make sure that we achieve this as we build the institutions that support the progress of our nation. Look towards the future. In this respect, our strategic vision for the next 60 years is clear. We must continue enhancing our naval capabilities, embracing innovation, and strengthening our partnerships. It is also imperative for us to invest in advanced technologies, modernize our fleet, and escalate the skills and operational capacity of our men and women in our Kenyan Navy. Our singular focus will be on maintaining a high state of readiness to ensure that we can respond swiftly and effectively to an increasingly dynamic security environment that we live in. And in the last 2 months, I have been in discussion with the leadership of the Ministry of Defense and CDF and his team on how we can modernize the capabilities that exist in our military. And I am very confident that having stabilized the economy of our country, having done the primary things that we all needed to do to make sure that we take charge of the cost of living, to make sure that we reduce our inflation, to make sure that we stabilize our currency, and to make sure that we deal with our exchange rates. And now that our housing plan is on course and our universal health coverage is on course, I can now confirm that we are ready and in a place where we can deploy resources in the modernization of not just our police, but much more importantly, our military, because progress going forward, development going forward, is going to be anchored on peace, security, and stability, without which all other endeavors of our nation will be in jeopardy. And therefore, the discussions I have had with the leadership of the Ministry of Defense are on course. And if there is one In fact, there is only one advice I got from the Commander-in-Chief that came before me. And he asked me, when resources become available, modernize our security agencies. And I intend to do that. Let me, to all of you, wish you a Merry Christmas and a blessed 2025. Asanteni sana. God bless our Kenya Navy. God bless our Kenya Defense Forces. And God bless our great country, Kenya. Asanteni sana.